in Nebraska. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Nelson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. In the backfield, he'll lose 3 on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Hits inside, it's Ives. He breaks a tackle. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And he's brought down after a short gain. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Calandria. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The run inside. It's Richard. Can't get him to the ground. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And there he goes! That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Huskers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Pulls it. Now the toss. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Anytime a pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Beal. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quick give. It's Richard. Hit and dropped it. Got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Right side, it's Martin. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Still looking to his right. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Trying to take it back. Makes a move. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. This should be the last play of the quarter. To throw, it's Calandria. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to the big tight end. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Barney. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Fresh center downs going to the air. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Cornhuskers, that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Drives inside. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. The fake wants to throw. Snags it. And he will score! Touchdown, Indiana! Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Nelson. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 30. At the 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. They're all over him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Rashad Downs going up top. The throw. Out wide right, it's shot. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Out wide left, it's shot. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's shot. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Driving forward, it's Martin. And he's in! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got a little space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Dumps it off in the flats. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Back to throw, and they fires it down the seam. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Drops back on first down. Finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield very late in the half.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
To the air, it's Hoover. Look out! Chase to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. Fields the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Hunter. He's into the open down the middle. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The defense was been watching film. They know that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Nelson. Runs through the tackle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Maybe a quick touchdown, Nebraska! That one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. From deep, it's Beal. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use. Rest of the way. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Escapes the pressure going right. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Rashad Downs going up top, keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The play fake. Buying time to his right. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off.
And I guess he didn't want some tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Throws it deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gonna run it. It's Martin. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, gonna throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Martin. Oh, my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Turning it on. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Out wide left, it's Hunter. Still on his feet. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Huskers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Hunter. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now on second down. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, it's Richard. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Beebe. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle. It's Beebe. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays.
Trying to get it in. Touch! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Hits inside, it's on. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Moves the pocket. It's Calandria. Out wide right, it's Hunter. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Hunter. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Rolls right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football, and he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Moves to his right. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating an offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Lets it develop. It's on. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. And that is incomplete.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.